It's late. It's dark. And I'm here. Um, I wouldn't necessarily say I'm back because I didn't really have much to come back to. It's been a while, honestly. I think my last video was like in 2017, 2018. I'm not entirely sure when it was. I know I left my last video on a sort of a cliffhanger. If you happen to watch it, I mean, you probably didn't. Don't go back and watch it. It's completely fine. It's just some Hearthstone video. But yeah, it's been a quite a long time. Yeah. This would be so much easier if I had like interesting things to say. But I don't know. I've never really done something like this before. By this, I mean just like speaking to the void. That is the internet, I suppose. So if you're listening, thanks for listening, I guess. Wherever you are, whatever plane of existence you're in, it's great to have you. It's good to know that you're probably okay, I think. I don't know. But yeah, so what's been going on? Not a whole lot. I mean, I was mostly just kind of bored. I wanted to, like, just do a video, I guess, where I just talk and fish and, shoot the breeze wherever, and what better way than do it than one of my favorite games, which is, World of Warcraft, of course. So, I mean, I've always heard, what's, like, the #1 rule when it comes to, like, Let's Plays, even though I wouldn't call it a Let's Play, is, should always remain on topic of the video game. I think I remember, Total Biscuit saying that back in the day. I'm gonna, I think this is where I'm gonna diverge from that a little bit, because, I don't know, I feel like we've come, like, a long way since, those days, where you have to talk about the game, but I'll try to stay on topic of WoW as much as possible, because I mean, I don't know, man, like, if you're here for WoW content, this is probably the wrong place, so you might want to, like, mosey on, onto, other people, I mean, I don't know, but if not, I mean, hey, you're more than welcome to just sit back and, listen to me ramble about things, but either way, I've been playing this game for like, shoot, probably, man, how long? 2000? I've been playing since 2008, so, Wrath Baby, yeah, I know. But I've been playing since then. Well, yeah, we'll call it Wrath. I mean, I played at the, end of, I started playing at the last Breath of Burning Crusade, and, let's see, how did it go? So, I remember, I started playing this game because of the South Park episode, if you remember that one. And I was like, man, this game looks really cool. I want to see how it is. And I think I was like, man, 14? 13 at the youngest? I don't know. But I remember seeing that episode, and I downloaded the trial on my old freaking 2006 freaking HP Pavilion, whatever, and loading up to my first character, which was my Warlock, and maybe you'll see him in the future video. I don't know if I'll ever make another video, but who knows. I wouldn't hold my breath, but yeah, I mean, I started the trial, and I had fun, and then it ended because, I mean, I was a kid, I didn't have any money. I was like, well, I guess that's it. I can't even speak. I guess that's where it ends, because I don't have, money. So I was like, well, that was fun. I'll do something else. And most of my gaming on PC, rather, came from playing emulators and ROMs and all that stuff. So I think it wasn't until like when I turned 16, I think, one of my friends in theater class were like, "Hey, do you play WoW?" And I'm like, "Well, no, and I did. I played a little bit of it, but I never actually subscribed or anything like to it or whatever." And they're like, "Oh, you should play with us because it's really fun." And in my head, I was like, "Well, that'd be cool, but I mean, how am I gonna pay for a subscription? I don't have like a credit card or anything like that." So Eventually, I found out you can get those prepaid cards, and I was like, oh, that's sick. You know, I don't have to like, put a credit card in. I can just tell my mom, hey, mom, buy this, please, so I can play WoW. So I remember I went to Target, and I think World of Warcraft was there. Well, duh, it was. I don't think it was there. It was there, and I just snatched it up and I said, "Hey, mom, I want to. Can you get this for me?" And she's like, "Okay." And so, yeah, we came out of Target and I loaded the disc in and installed everything, and I couldn't play because I still needed a subscription. So, um, later, I think the next day, we went to Walmart and I actually got the game cards, and then we started playing. So that's how I started playing. And it was, like I said, it was the last breath of BC, so it was during the zombie event, I think. I'm pretty sure it was because at the time I didn't know. I didn't know what was going on. I didn't know it was like an event for Wrath of the Lich King. I had no idea. So, but it was. I'm fairly certain it was the zombie event. That's when I started playing. Um, and it was a level 1 human warlock. And I still have him to this day. Like I said, well, maybe you'll see him. Who knows? I don't care. But yeah, so. And from there, it's kind of history. Been playing since then. Never really did any rating when I was younger because just like my parents didn't really let me play on the computer too often. They were really old school, so they didn't really get to do that very often. I had to like as soon as my dad got home, I had to turn off the computer because if he saw me playing games on there, I'd probably get in trouble. So, you know, I tried to play as much as I could during the summer when high school was out, and man, those were the days. So, but yeah, I played mostly during Wrath, and then I played a little bit of Cataclysm. Stopped during when Firelands came out, I think. And been kind of on and off since then, really. I played Mist of Pandaria, which is it was okay, and then I stopped during the probably the best patch. Unfortunately, that's what people say, which was the I think it was the Throne of Thunder stuff. No, don't really quite remember. And then I think that's when I was working, so I didn't really have time to play WoW as much as I could. And I was also like dealing with other things or whatever. And then I think it was Warlords of Draenor. That's when I started playing more because I had more free time. Because I was like living on my own, and it was okay. I didn't feel Warlords too much. I like the leveling. I mean, it was fun. Everything else is kind of bleh. And then Legion. I played a lot of Legion because there was like a time where I was unemployed, so I played a ton of that. Didn't really raid. And I'll go more into that later. Why I don't really raid too much. And then BFA was actually the first time I had quit the game because I was not enjoying myself. I was like, oh, there's better things to play, whatever like that. And so I quit during that time, and then I came back because everyone gets that itch to play WoW again, which I feel like everyone gets, which I just repeated myself. So I hope you don't criticize me for that. Just kidding. But yeah, I feel like everyone gets that itch. What was I gonna say again? Dang, I lost my train of thought. And I don't want to cut this video because I've like gone so far. So, what's the word? Sunken cost fallacy. If you're familiar with that term, that's how I feel right now. Shit. See, I'm already diverging from the or diverting, whatever, from the whole thing. I'm supposed to talk about WoW as much as possible. Not like it matters anyway. If you've gotten this far, I highly commend you. It's crazy. I would give you a reward, but I have nothing to give you. So, I guess, you get one free compliment. You were a good person. There you go. Anyway, so, I did come back during BFA later on because, I just wanted something to do. You like I said, you get that itch again, man. Like, you want to play. And it's really weird. I've probably put, well, obviously this is the most hours I put in a game, and it's funny because I actually haven't done that much at all. I don't really raid or do, mythics or anything like that. The reason for that is I don't really know anybody. None of my friends play WoW anymore, which I guess sort of happens later on in life, and it sort of started with Cataclysm. Well, it actually did start after during Cataclysm because in Cataclysm my friends had faction change to Horde, and they're like, oh man, you gotta faction change, dude. That's where we're doing all this stuff or raiding or whatever. I lied. Okay, it was during Wrath of the Lich King. That's when they all faction changed, and then no wait, no, I was right again before. I'll explain. So during Wrath of the Lich King, they were like, "Oh man, you got a faction change to Horde because we're raiding on the whatever." The guild was Winter's Dawn, if you remember that one. That was on Blackwater Raiders. That was the old server I was on, Blackwater Raiders. Like, oh, you had to come to Winter's Dawn. We're raiding. We're doing ICC, and I'm like, yeah, sure, but that costs money. So it eventually took me in some convincing, but you know what? Now that I think about it, how did I get the money to faction change? I'm trying to think. Huh. How did I faction change? I didn't use a credit card. I'll have to look like, cause I don't know. I remember you used to be able to look at your whole transaction history and see everything, but yeah, on second thought, I actually don't want to see how much I've sunk into this game. Good lord. But anyway, so we faction changed to Horde, or we all do, yeah, basically, and it was pretty cool. I like the Horde a lot. Like I said, wait, did I say this in this video? I don't know. I must have restarted, like I said, I must have restarted this video several different times, and I don't know what I said in this or not. I don't know. But, I guess I'll repeat myself. So, hopefully you don't criticize me for that, or not criticize, crucify me for that, for repeating myself, but, actually, what was I gonna say? Dang. Ooh, there's no turning back now. Jeez. Oh look, just focus on the giraffe for now while I think. Or so focus on the zebra right there while I think about it. Shoot. I wasn't actually thinking, I was just listening to the ambiance because I realized how that cool it was. And then I remembered I was actually recording a video, so, pardon the awkward silence. And I guess I'll mark this as another, another, place where I'll commend you for coming this far into listening to me. Again, you don't have to stay here. You can leave whenever you feel like it. It's like, Hotel California, I think. That's how it is, right? Sorry. Anyway, it totally went off track. I'm so sorry. Shoot, maybe I'll put a skip there. I don't know, man. Who cares? No one's gonna listen to this. Anyway, so, we faction changed to Horde, and, everything was fine and dandy, and they're like, hey man, we're gonna server transfer. I'm like, wait, what? No, wait, no, that didn't come after. No. Okay, so, hey, we're gonna transfer back to Alliance. I'm like, oh, okay, well, what the heck? We all just transferred to Horde like a couple months ago, man. That's another $30 we gotta drop. And we're like 17. I don't have a job yet or anything like that. I'm still in school. I'm like, well, we're gonna go back to Alliance because Horde sucks. I was like, alright, well, I mean, maybe I'll make an Alliance character, because I think I had bought, like, the heirlooms for a Paladin, not for the Paladin, for a Paladin character to level up, so I'm like, okay, well, whatever, I mean, sure. And then they, so basically what they do is they transfer back to Alliance, and then they transfer to Emerald Dream, which, at that point, I'm like, okay, I'm not following you guys. And this is before, like, Battle.net, so you can, like, group up with friends, from other servers and all that stuff. And then once they transfer to Emerald Dream, they transfer back to Horde. So, and to put the cherry on top, I had actually transferred back to Alliance on my Warlock. And then I was like, well, I mean, this is what was the point? They all transferred again or they transferred to a different server. So I don't know how, but I scrounged up the money to go back to Horde. So I must have faction changed my Warlock several different times. I think, let's see, 1, 2, 3 times. Okay, so 3 times. That's still a lot. That's like $90 that you're gonna throw to Blizzard, man. That's quite a bit. But that's kind of how that went. I don't know why I told that story, but I mean, like I said, I was just trying to fill the time here. I actually don't know how long this has gone, but it's whatever. I don't care. Um, Glad you're listening if you're still here. But nowadays I kind of just play. I hate to say this word, casually, but I mean, hey, it's the truth. It's the truth, man. So. I don't really raid too much. I mean, like I said, I don't have any like friends. I mean, I have friends, but not in game. I sort of just play. My friends think I'm really like, uh, think I'm really lame for still playing this game. But I mean, eh, it kills time. It's a time killer, you know. So I guess I'm sort of like a. It's the boomer mentality. I don't know. Just kidding. So I want to raid. I want to do mythics, but I, I don't know if it's just me, but I hate. For one thing, I hate socializing. um, I kind of don't hate it. I don't know. I just like to be alone sometimes. I don't really talk to strangers. Not because I'm like, I don't like them. I just don't have anything interesting to say. I don't. It's just awkward, like it's like the first day of like a new job or going to school, and none of your friends are there. You're just like in a hole, You have to step out of your comfort zone, and why would I step out of my comfort zone when I'm trying to be comfortable? I don't know. But and along with that, I don't like holding people back, So that's why I like to play. I like to play games by myself, like multiplayer games. I like to play them by myself before I start, playing with my friends, and like I think as of this video, Call of Duty, the Battle Royale mode had just recently, what is it called? Warzone? Yeah. It just recently came out, and I had to play several games by myself just before, but, I started playing with my friends, because I don't want to, like, hold anyone back. I hate, because and it sounds really bad, but I hate it when people do it to me. Like, if I'm playing, like, Fortnite or, I just made a weird noise, sorry, I don't know if you heard that. I don't know if you're, like when I'm playing Fortnite or, hmm, yeah, what's another game? Shoot. It's another weird noise. Um, I hate to say this game, but Here's the Storm. um, I hate it when, like, I have to play with a noob. I'm like, oh gosh, this guy's gonna, like, hold us back. Why is this guy playing with us? I hate being in that, I hate being in that position because, I mean, I try to understand, I try to be, understanding or whatever. Man, it's tough, dude. Like, I feel like I try to be as nice as possible, but I also have the side of me where it's like, dude, you're absolute trash. Get out of here. Play something else, And I don't want to do that to somebody. And and then I hate it when it happens to me because I feel like an idiot. So that's the one reason why I don't raid or do mythics, because like I've never done them, and I have no one to do it with, and I don't want to do it with random people because they're just gonna like get upset, and then I'm gonna get upset because I'm like, seriously, I don't want to hold these people back. Yeah, so that's just the that's just what comes with social anxiety, I suppose. And to be frank, I actually don't really care what people think about me. I mean, we all kind of do, but like, I don't know, it doesn't really matter to me. So, but yeah, just realized I'm not really fishing. Man, dude, sorry, I'm rambling so much. But like I said, like this is mostly a way for me to like just get these things off my mind because no one wants to talk to me at 3 a.m. in the morning. Everyone's asleep, and I can't hang out with my friends, and I can't do any of that stuff because well, whatever. I'm just trying to recreate that feeling of talking with your friends at 3 a.m. But whatever, it doesn't, yeah, it doesn't matter. So, and I'm trying to find the best way to wrap this up. So, maybe I'll do another one. I don't know. Who knows? Maybe when you'll hear from me again. I know I've gotten a couple messages saying, or asking if I was okay, and it really surprised me. I'm like, yeah, I'm okay. Thanks for asking, dude. That's cool. And yeah, I'm alright. I think that's what a lot of people can say. So, and I hope you're alright too, wherever you are. So, I think we'll probably leave it at that. And then, when I do inevitably upload this, I'll listen to it, I'll cringe, and then we'll just do it all over again because I got nothing better to do, man. So, um, on a side note, I kind of do want to create something really special. Um, it's just like the fact of, not the fact, what's the, I'm trying to find the scrounge of the words here. I guess the way to properly produce it. So, expect that or somewhere in time. I don't know. But yeah, so I'll be back maybe. Who knows? And yeah, we'll just leave it at that.